I really am passionate about life. I'm passionate about all that happens in life, and like right now it's drizzling, but I'm happy. I don't come from a community that practices FGM. Our community does not practice, but of course I've heard of communities that do practice FGM, and of course it's a sorry state of affairs, given that some of the dangers that we expose these young girls to, the ladies. I mean, really, it might be a very unfair practice.
But yes, we do experience FGM.
Where I come from, of course, we don't have the FGM as a practice, but then we neighbor them. We neighbor some of the communities that still do practice FGM.
I come from Kisii, where FGM is still practiced somehow, to some extent. And despite the awareness that is there, we still find people who still practice FGM.
The problem lies with the literacy level that we have and also lack of exposure. There is someone who is born right inside there, who has never traveled anywhere and who believes that what they have is what really is supposed to be taking place. And therefore it's so hard. It brings quite of a stumbling block on the way of those who are trying to kill the FGM menace.
So I think the main reason why people still practice that is because people love their cultures, they love holding on to their traditions, and it's quite hard to divorce yourself from your culture, from what you've always known.
Well, it still happens probably because most of these communities feel that even after the Enlightenment, they still feel that they miss out on ancestral blessings, by missing out on these practices. So you find most of them still forcing the young girls to go for the cut, and I think this is a very sad state of affairs.
Yeah, due to lack of exposure. Majority are not exposed. They don't even know the reasons as to why they do FGM, and even the risks, they don't know.
Because they do not fully understand the risks involved to the culture, where people die, people drop out of school.
Perhaps governments need to go down to the people and start from the grassroots, okay, and encourage them more. So, well, I feel that something can still be done. It's not a good practice. Let's save our girls. Let's save our nation. Let's save our mothers.
And maybe for those people who do this civic education, they need to go to those communities and find out what is the main reason that keeps them holding on to that kind of culture. Then find a way of finding ideas that they can introduce that are in line with the cultures of those people. Then it will be much easier for them to buy into that idea of FGM is not good, and probably they'll give into the new idea. Yeah.
I know the government has tried much. In Kenya, there is much that has been done by the government in collaboration with other NGOs just to bring to an end the FGM menace. I would call it a menace because it's something that is eating up in most of the communities.